I'm Jeffrey Pang.
I'm Kevin Pang. Today we're making a bold and spicy dish from Hunan. It's stir-fried cumin beef. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Well, today we're cooking a dish from Hunan that my colleague Lon developed. It is incredibly fragrant, it's spicy, but it's not gonna blow your head off, and it's really simple and it comes together really quickly. Now we're gonna start off with flank steak. This is 1 pound of flank steak. We tried a number of different cuts, and really flank steak strikes the balance between beefiness and it's also not too expensive as well. So what we're looking for are 2 to 2.5 inch strips. So with a piece like this, I think we want to cut it in half, right?
Yes.
So go ahead and cut it. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut it with the grain. So as soon as you cut it, you're going to see that this is with the grain. And then we're going to take each piece and we're going to cut it into 1/4 inch strips.
That will be easier to slice if you put this in the freezer for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, you want it to get a little crisp, but not completely frozen. That's the key here. Notice when my dad first cut this, it was with the grain to get those nice long 2 inch, 2.5 inch strips. But when he cut it into 1/4 inch pieces, this is now against the grain. We're shortening the muscle fibers, and it's really gonna make this much more tender.
Tender.
Yeah.
More tender.
Yeah, it gives it that nice chew. All right, so we're gonna put all this into a bowl, and now we're going to employ a technique that has fast become one of our favorites at ATK. We're gonna take a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and also a tablespoon of water. I'm just gonna add this baking soda into the water, give it a good stir. And we're just going to pour this into the beef. What this does is it raises the pH level of the beef. Translation, it keeps the beef moist and juicy and tender while it cooks. We're just gonna let this sit for 5 minutes while we get to the next ingredients, and both of us will need to wash our hands first.
Yes.
One thing you can never say about Hunan cooking is that it's boring. We're about to show you exactly why. We're gonna start with 2 staples of Hunanese cooking, which is garlic and ginger. We've got 4 cloves of minced garlic, and to that we're gonna add a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger. And we're just gonna let this hang out for a while. In a second bowl, we're gonna add all our spices. So we're gonna start off with a tablespoon of ground cumin seeds. Next, we have a 1/4 teaspoon of table salt. To that, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of Sichuan chili powder. Now, this might be a little bit hard to find. If you can find it, you can also use Korean red pepper flakes, gochugaru, or you can sub in a 1.75 teaspoons of ancho chili and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You're gonna get that nice smokiness to it as well. Finally, we have my favorite. You can smell this. This is a 1.25 teaspoons of Sichuan peppercorns, right? And what does this actually do to your palate?
Ma. Numbing.
Numbing, which is in Chinese, it's called ma. If you've ever had Sichuan food or Hunanese food and you've seen the term ma la,
Yeah.
it means numbing.
And spicy.
Numbing and spicy. Add into it. We're just gonna combine this. Now, can you substitute Sichuan peppercorns with anything?
No.
If you smell the aroma, it has this very citrus quality. Don't even try to substitute this with black peppercorns. Yes. It's not even the same plant, right? Yeah. So find Sichuan peppercorns. It's very easy to find online or in stores, and it's really inexpensive as well. All right, now we're gonna marinate the beef. We are gonna start with a tablespoon of Shaoxing wine. To that, we're gonna add a tablespoon of soy sauce. Next, we have 2 teaspoons of molasses. This is gonna give it that wonderful caramelly flavor to it, and also it's gonna help give it that nice color as well. It's like dark soy sauce, right?
Soy sauce.
Yeah. Next, we have our old friend, cornstarch. This is half a teaspoon of cornstarch.
Old friend.
And finally, we have a quarter teaspoon of table salt. Can you do me the honor and mix everything together?
Sure.
We also have half an onion. This has already been thinly sliced. And finally, cilantro.
Oh, I love cilantro, but your mom hates cilantro.
Yeah, I think that's why you two are married, because you two balance each other out. One loves cilantro and one hates cilantro.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, we've got 2 tablespoons, roughly chopped, and that's it. We're done with prepping.
Yeah, we are ready to stir fry.
All right, let's do it. We've got our wok here. If you can turn this onto medium-high heat. All right, we'll take this out. That looks good. And we're gonna add a tablespoon of oil, and we're gonna wait until it starts to get a little bit smoky. Now, why do we like to cook things in 2 batches? Well, you don't want to overcrowd the pan, or in this case, the wok. When you overcrowd the pan, it's too much moisture, it steams, and we don't get that nice browning and the crispness, and that's why we like to fry things in 2 batches. All right. So now it's starting to smoke. We're gonna add half of this beef here, and as soon as we do that, we're gonna turn the heat up to high. We want this pretty intense. Now, what are you looking for at this point?
We want to see the juice come out and the beef start sizzling.
Yeah, you want the juices to start coming out, because it's not gonna sizzle if there's still like too much juices inside. This is gonna take anywhere between 2 to 6 minutes. Now that's a pretty wide range. Well, if you have a puny little stove like I do at home, it's gonna take 6 minutes. If you got a really hot stove like we have here at ATK, it's gonna take about 2 minutes. But as always, listen and look.
Yeah.
Listen for the sizzle.
Sizzle.
You remember we put some molasses in there. That is where the sugar is coming from. And of course, when you're cooking sugars, that's when things start to get nice and caramelized, and that's where this nice color is coming from.
Yes.
Okay, let's put this in a clean bowl.
Okay.
Great. And now we're gonna add another tablespoon back in the wok, and we're gonna repeat with the second batch. This is gonna come together very, very quickly. So it's gonna be like a dance.
A dance.
Yeah, so are you ready for this?
Yeah!
Yeah, all right. That's the most excitement I've ever seen from my dad ever. Okay, here we go. It's gonna come together super quickly. So first,
Okay.
medium heat.
Medium.
Okay, this is medium heat. First, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now, I'm gonna let you know what the order is gonna be, okay? First, we're gonna put the ginger and the garlic. That's gonna take about 30 seconds. Then we're gonna add the onions. That'll take a few minutes. Then the beef goes in, then all the spices, and that's it. This is all gonna happen in about 3 to 4 minutes. So everything's gonna come together super quickly, all right?
Sounds
so,
easy.
Yeah, it sounds easy, but there's a lot of choreographing involved, so it's all about timing. The oil is shimmering. I think we're ready to go.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ginger, garlic, and you want to keep stirring, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Look at that, it's dancing.
It's dancing, all right. Keep stirring.
Yeah.
30 seconds. All right, you don't want it to burn, right?
No, give me that.
Okay, here we go. Here's the onions. All the onions go in here.
Yeah.
This is half an onion, thinly sliced, and this will take about 2 minutes until it softens,
Yes.
right? You can smell everything coming together, very intense, lots of garlic.
Please get me the beef.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Juices and all. Now all the spices go in, right? All at once?
Yes.
Here we go.
Wow, you can smell it.
I know. It comes together right away. Now, what are you looking for at this point?
It's done when the onion turn orange.
Okay, we're almost there, right?
Yeah, look at that.
All right,
It's done.
it's done. And now we're gonna plate this. All right, and finally,
Don't forget to put the cilantro.
yeah, I know it's your favorite. We're gonna top it with cilantro.
Put more.
More, okay, you got it, dude. A little bit more cilantro. Folks, I think we did it. Great work. Cumin beef, quick, easy, a real showstopper. This is a dish that really needs a bowl of rice because it's not that spicy, but if you're a little bit of spice averse, I think the rice is really gonna help make things a little less spicier, right?
Yeah, yes, that's true. That's good.
This is really great. Bold, not too spicy, right?
Yeah.
Very aromatic. The ginger, the garlic really coming through. Oh, I'm getting that numbing sensation.
Ma.
Ma. Yeah. Woo! And the flank steak is really the perfect cut. It's tender, it's beefy, and it's not chewy at all. This is like a really good cut.
Because the soda.
And really, the baking soda helps to maintain that tenderness as well. Growing up, we never ate a lot of cumin in Hong Kong.
Actually, you know, cumin is not popular in Hong Kong. They use a lot of cumin in the northwestern China because those people eat lamb. Cumin is perfect for lamb,
Yeah.
of course, also for beef.
Yeah, the combination of Sichuan peppercorns, cumin, and the chili powder, it's a really potent but really impressive combination too.
Yeah. This recipe is very easy, very tasty. It's very good.
All right, I'm gonna eat more. So, are you one of those people who loves cilantro like my dad or hates it like my mom sitting off screen? Let us know in the comments below. And for this recipe, go to americastestkitchen.com/pang or scan this QR code.
Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe.